As a sports enthusiast, I find myself captivated by the rich tapestry of experiences and careers that these NBC Sports personalities have woven for themselves. From Crocodile Dundee to football analysts, each individual brings a unique perspective to the table, enriching our viewing experience. On Sundays during the 2024 NFL season, you can catch Sunday Night Football and Football Night in America on NBC. The familiar team of commentators and journalists and gearing up to bring you all the exciting gameplay and action from this year's matches. And launched back in 2006, NBC Sunday Night Football offers high-quality broadcasting for every week's most significant games and teams, starting with the season opener all the way to the Super Bowl. Shows such as Hard Knocks, with this year's focus on the New York Giants and Chicago Bears, delve into locker rooms and front offices, while Sunday Night Football and Football Night in America immerse viewers directly in the heat of the action during both regular seasons and playoffs, to ensure top-notch TV broadcasting for football enthusiasts. NBC features seasoned professionals with extensive experience, such as former players, trainers, and veteran journalists and commentators. NBC's 2024 cast for Sunday Football Night in America, Maria Taylor, since the year 2022, sports broadcasting veteran Maria Taylor has been serving as the host for Football Night in America. Initially, she joined the program as a panelist and later succeeded Mike Tirico, who transitioned to NBC's role of play-by-play announcer for NFL games. Following her college volleyball career, funded by a scholarship at the University of Georgia, Taylor took up roles as a sideline reporter and host for various sports on ESPN, with the focus on football and basketball. She additionally hosted the NBA Countdown and covered the NBA Finals before transitioning to NBC Sports in 2020. More recently, Taylor was responsible for several programs during NBC's broadcast of the 2024 Summer Olympics held in Paris, France. Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett is a former NFL player and coach who was associated with 3 Super Bowl winning squads, serving as backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s. His football playing span was from 1992 to 2004, representing 4 teams before moving on to coach. Following several stints as an assistant coach, both as a position coach and offensive coordinator, he assumed the role of head coach for the Cowboys from 2011 to 2019. In this period, he was recognized as the NFL's Coach of the Year in 2016. His regular season record stands at 85 wins and 67 losses, while his playoff record is 2 wins and 3 losses. In the month of April 2022, Garrett was appointed as an analyst by NBC for USFL games and some college matches. Later on, he started working with NBC Sunday Night Football in May 2022. Tony Dungy. Between the years 1977 and 1979, Tony Dungy served as a defensive back in the National Football League. During this time, he was also a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers team that emerged victorious in Super Bowl 13, which took place in 1979. After that, Dundee transitioned into coaching, serving as a defensive backs coach and defensive coordinator for 4 different teams between 1980 and 1995. Subsequently, he held the head coaching position with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from 1996 to 2001, and later with the Indianapolis Colts from 2002 to 2008. During his tenure with the Colts, he led them to victory in Super Bowl XLI in 2007. As a devoted movie buff might say, since 2009, I've been serving as an insightful commentator on sports for NBC, providing analysis and even stepping up to the microphone as a game announcer from time to time. Chris Sims' professional football career began with stints as a quarterback for 3 teams from 2003 to 2010, and a severe injury in 2006 that resulted in a ruptured spleen and nearly cost him his life significantly impacted his career due to the challenges he faced during recovery. Later on, Sims served briefly as a coach for the New England Patriots in 2012, where he analyzed game footage for the offensive strategy and prepared scouting reports. From the year 2013 onwards, Sims transitioned into a full-time career as a sportscaster and journalist, initially serving with Fox Sports and Bleacher Report. Later, in 2019, he made a move to NBC Sports. Rodney Harrison had an impressive 15-year stint in the NFL as a safety, spending 9 years with the San Diego Chargers and 6 with the New England Patriots. He is a winner of 2 Super Bowl titles and was recognized on 2 All-Pro first teams and twice selected for the Pro Bowl. Harrison became an analyst for Football Night in America in 2009, shortly after his retirement. Devin McCourty, over the course of 12 seasons from 2010 to 2022, Devin McCourty had a distinguished career in the NFL, playing exclusively as a defensive back safety for the New England Patriots and 2016. He was selected twice for the Pro Bowl and made it onto 3 All-Pro second teams. Additionally, he was part of 3 Super Bowl winning teams, Super Bowl XLIX, LI, and LIE. Gavin's other half, Jason, likewise had a professional football career as a cornerback. Remarkably, they formed just one of very few pairs of twins who have played in the NFL simultaneously. In the year 2022, McCourty exchanged his football gear for writing tools and became an analyst on the show Football Night in America. Mike Florio has written about the NFL since 2000 and eventually moved to ESPN.com for 6 months, following the development of several soccer-centric websites. One of them was affiliated with NBC Sports in 2009, resulting in him being hired by them. Jack Collinsworth is a legacy player in the world of pro football commentary. His father, Chris Collinsworth, has been one of the voices of the NFL since 1990. Since 2013, the younger Collinsworth has been active in this field, spending 4 years with ESPN and working twice as an analyst for NBC Sports, each stint being separate. Matthew Berry is a renowned sports analyst who has won an Emmy and boasts a substantial background in screenwriting and television production. Some of his most notable works include the sitcom Married Zilly with Children and the film Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles. And additionally, he made a brief appearance as a SHIELD agent in the 2019 blockbuster movie Avengers Endgame. Back in 2006, I embarked on my journey with ESPN as a fantasy football analyst. And since then, I've had the privilege of making appearances on various television, radio programs. From 2007 to just recently in 2022, I held the esteemed role of senior fantasy sports analyst at this prestigious company. This year marks Barry's first with NBC on football night in America. Mike Tirico. Mike Tirico is widely recognized by many for his distinctive voice in the sports realm, having worked with the NFL, NBA, and various other prominent professional and college leagues. Currently, he holds the position of NBC's play-by-play announcer for Sunday Night Football, taking over from Al Michaels starting in 2022. For a period of 25 years, Tirico worked as a sports broadcaster for ESPN, reporting on various games and events. However, when his contract with them ended in 2016, he decided to switch networks and joined NBC Sports. Apart from his NFL duties, he has been hosting Olympic coverage since the 2018 Winter Games held in Pyeongchang, South Korea, for both the summer and winter events. Chris Collinsworth. Following an impressive 8-year tenure as a wide receiver with the Cincinnati Bengals, where he was selected for 3 Pro Bowls, Chris Collinsworth transitioned into a highly successful broadcasting. Please, almost available. Since 1990, he's been part of NBC, contributing to their football coverage. In 2009, he took on the role as the network's color commentator for weekly football matches, a position he's held ever since, besides his extensive career in football. Collinsworth has additionally worked as a sports commentator for NBC, reporting on the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, China, and the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, Canada. Melissa Stark. Starting from 2022, Melissa Stark has been employed by NBC. In this role, she covers NFL games as sideline reporter and also hosts Sunday Night Football. Initially, she became part of the NBC team back in 2003, serving as a correspondent for the Today Show and hosting MSNBC Live. Her first appearance with NBC Sports was in 2004, where she delivered reports and conducted interviews on horse racing events. Following this, she participated in numerous Olympic Games. Apart from NBC, Stark undertook field work and presented numerous programs for the Football Network. However, in April 2024, she was let go by the network due to staff reductions. Football Night in America airs every Sunday at 7 p.m. ET on NBC and Peacock.